news updates on top accolade news. The headlines. Hong Kong's Democratic Party announces plans to dissolve. India denies $21 million US aid for voter turnout. UK regulator slaps £104.5 million fine on 4 global banks. Costa Rica receives first group of migrants deported from US. In politics, Hong Kong's Democratic Party announces plans to dissolve. Hong Kong Democratic Party, once the city's largest opposition group, has announced plans to dissolve after 31 years of political activity. The decision comes amid increasing pressure from China's crackdown on dissent following the 2019 protests. The chairman stated that the party's leaders made a difficult decision based on the current political climate. The introduction of the Patriots Law in 2021, which limits political participation to those loyal to Beijing, effectively banned the party from taking part in elections. Members will soon vote on the final decision with 75% approval required. The party has faced severe challenges, including the imprisonment of several key members under Hong Kong's national security law. Still in politics, India denies $21 million US aid for voter turnout. A political storm has erupted in India following US President Donald Trump's remarks that his country spent $21 million to boost voter turnout in India's elections. The claims, which came shortly after Elon Musk's team cancelled the payouts as part of a broader crackdown on US aid, has sparked fierce debates. India's ruling party, BJP, accused the opposition Congress Party of seeking foreign intervention, a charge the Congress vehemently denied, calling Trump's remarks nonsensical. No evidence has been provided to back Trump's claims, and reports suggested that the $21 million was actually allocated for Bangladesh, not India. The controversy continues to escalate, raising questions about the involvement of the US aid in global political processes. Shifting focus to economy, UK regulator slaps £104.5 million fine on 4 global banks. The UK's competition regulator has fined 4 major global banks a total of £104.5 million for sharing sensitive information about UK government bonds between 2009 and 2013. The Competition and Markets Authority reached settlements with Citi, HSBC, Morgan Stanley, and the Royal Bank of Canada, finding that the banks exchanged pricing details in private Bloomberg chat room, violating competition rules. Deutsche Bank, which had admitted to the wrongdoing alongside Citi, received immunity from the fine. The investigation highlighted the bank's collusion during the aftermath of the global financial crisis. Moving to international relations, Costa Rica received first group of migrants deported from US. Costa Rica has received its first group of mostly Asian migrants deported from the United States as part of a temporary housing deal with Washington. The group, which includes families from countries such as China, Armenia, Afghanistan, arrived in San Jose before being transferred to a shelter near the Panama border. They will stay in Costa Rica for up to a month while officials work on coordinating their voluntary returns to their home countries. The repatriation are part of the US migration crackdown, with Costa Rica hosting up to 200 deported migrants. Meanwhile, other deportations have taken place in countries like Venezuela, while Panama reports some migrants seeking asylum. You are watching the Global News Updates on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. Still in international relations, Australia warns airline of potential live fire exercise by Chinese warships in Tasman Sea. Australia has issued a warning to airlines flying between Australia and New Zealand to be cautious of potential live fire exercises by Chinese warships in the Tasman Sea. 3 Chinese vessels are conducting military exercises off the Australian east coast. while Chinese authorities confirmed the exercise was carried out safely and in line with international law. Flights from Sydney to New Zealand were diverted after pilots received warning of a potential live fire event. Despite the concern, both Australian and New Zealand officials have confirmed that there was no imminent danger to aircraft or assets. Australia plans to raise concerns about the lack of transparency in notification during a meeting with Chinese officials. Moving to conflict, Netanyahu accuses Hamas of violating Gaza ceasefire. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has accused Hamas of violating the Gaza ceasefire agreement by failing to return Shiri Bibas, a mother who was abducted by Hamas during the October 7th attacks. In a video statement, Netanyahu condemned the group's action as cruel and evil and vowed to bring Shiri home along with all other captives. While Hamas returned the bodies of 4 hostages, including Shiri's 2 young sons, the 4th body was revealed to not be Shiri's but that of a Gazan woman. Netanyahu stressed that Hamas's cruelty has no bounds, citing the disturbing failure to return Shiri Bibas to her children. The hostage crisis continues to fuel tension in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas. In entertainment, iconic Australian soap Neighbours set to end in December 2025. Iconic Australian soap opera Neighbours is being asked for the 2nd time, with its final episode scheduled to air in December 2025. The show, which has followed the lives of residents for 4 decades, gained worldwide fame. After being cancelled in the UK in 2022, Neighbours was revived by Amazon Freevee, bringing the series to new audiences globally. Despite its recent success, including a Daytime Emmy nomination in 2024, the show will close its chapter with a final farewell soon. Now in sports, Dodgers pitcher Bobby Miller hit in head by line drive during spring training. During the Dodgers spring training game against the Cubs, pitcher Bobby Miller was struck in the head by a line drive off the bat of Michael Busch. The 25-year-old immediately collapsed to the ground but was able to walk off the field under his own power after receiving medical attention. Miller later shared on social media that he was doing well, calling it a scary moment, and thanked fans for their support. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts confirmed that Miller is now in concussion protocol and will be closely monitored in the coming days. That concludes our global news update for today. Stay tuned for more global news and developments. Thanks for joining us. I am Ojo-Rumi Okucha. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.